This is the last of our videos for World Bicycle Relief Week here at GCN, helping to change lives through the power of bicycles. In this, we take a closer look at the tech specs of a Buffalo bike and why it's built the way it is. Don't forget to make a donation. Just head to gcn.eu/WBR.
This week's pro bike is not, as you can see, a pro bike at all. This is a World Bicycle Relief Buffalo bike which has been donated to and is now owned by a girl called Juliet, a 13-year-old student, very much like Lizzie in fact, who hopefully you will have seen on the channel recently as we followed her throughout her day. They use these bikes to go and fetch clean drinking water in the mornings and then to go to and from school. So although this is by far the cheapest bike we've ever had featured on GCN, it is also by far the most important. One of the key parts of a Buffalo bike is that it is extremely durable and able to cope with lots of rugged terrain and miles an hour with the minimum amount of maintenance. So along with the very robust steel frame and forks and other components, it's also only got one gear. And I can tell you firsthand, that is not because Zambia is a very flat country, it's just because that means there's far less maintenance, which is another crucial part of a Buffalo bike. They don't want to be fixing gears every couple of weeks. The frame, as you see it here, has remained the same now for over 5 years. Originally they had a female version and a male version with like a double top tube, but they've settled on this, which is kind of in between. It makes it simpler and a little bit more cost effective for them. The only other change over recent years has been the covering of the saddle, which is over 4 times the thickness of the original covering, which means it's less prone to scuffs and to rips. Equally robust are the tyres, which are now provided by Kenda, a company that World Bicycle Relief have been working with very closely over the past couple of years to develop these special tyres with a special compound, which means that they will last for years as opposed to months on the very rugged terrain. Two of the most important parts of the bike though are located here at the rear. First of all, we've got the kickstand down here, which provides support when it is under load, and then the rack at the top, which of course is where you place the load. And this bike is capable of taking a load of up to 100 kilograms on top of the rider themselves. And I can tell you, it really is quite robust. I'm 75 kilograms now myself, and it can easily support me. So if you're Lizzie, it might be that you pick up a fellow student and take them the last kilometre or so into school. Or if you're a parent that's using this bike, you can put a couple of your smaller children on the back and take them into school. Or for farmers, it's also really important because they can take their milk from the cattle and take it to the collection centre. So how much does this thing weigh in at? Well, it comes in at 5 kilograms for the frame. The entire bike comes in at 24 kilograms. Really is quite hard to pick up. But it is built, as I said, for those huge loads. And when you add up the 24 kilograms to the perhaps 50 kilograms on the back, plus the rider weight, that's a lot of weight to be taking over the terrain that I have seen firsthand some of the riders cycling over the last few days. How much does this thing cost then? Well, all it takes is $150 of your very kind donations to get this into the hands of a student that really needs it, and it can make such a huge difference to their lives. And as I said, you can make that difference. You can get this into the hands of a student who earns it, and that is a really important point because these aren't just given out randomly, they are given to the students who are most in need, who are living furthest away from the schools, up to 17 kilometres I've seen over the past few days. Now, we would dearly love to exceed the amount that you lot raised for World Bicycle Relief a little under 12 months ago. Last year, we raised enough money to provide 150 students with Buffalo bikes, and I would love to get over the 200 mark this time around. Any donation is very much appreciated by us, by World Bicycle Relief, but mostly by the people over here in Zambia and the other developing countries that World Bicycle Relief are helping. It doesn't matter how big or how small a donation is, it all counts and it is all very much worthwhile. All the details on how to donate your very hard-earned cash is in the description just below. So please click on that and donate what you can. Now, if you haven't seen firsthand what these bikes are used for just yet, if you click just down here, we followed a 13-year-old girl called Lizzie on her daily routine, whilst on the other side there, we followed a farmer whilst he took his milk to the local distribution centre.